Last time on the Adventures of Gaia. Pryo and Danus discovered that Sandeep had finished potting and was in Akelaris, so Pryo used some weird transport power he remembered in a dream. They followed Sandeep's trail to a hotel, then over to a Gaia Later Center, where they learned Sandeep had put the memories in a shipping box. They went back to Puck's, and after lots of talking, they realized Sandeep had purposely made a mistake on the shipping label, and the box wouldn't leave. So back to Akelaris they went, where Pryo reconnected with Batty, who had found Sandeep's UV heading to the slums. Then, to Danus's surprise, Pryo took off his mask and his cloak and walked into Gaia later. I wonder what Pryo's plan is.
Okay, he walks in.
Hey.
He goes, "It's the end of Gaia! Gaia's ending!" Ah! He starts throwing manuals around, just starts rummaging the walls. "Oh, we're all gonna die! There's darkness everywhere!" Ah! He starts running around.
Okay, +1 for your crazy.
I get 2 acting.
He's convinced you're crazy. I don't think you needed to roll acting. Okay, he ducks under the counter, and
It's crazy, man! Crazy! Blah, blah, blah. I'm watching for when that door opens.
yeah, you see the door starting to open.
There's our way in.
Did you follow him in, Danus?
Yeah, but I wasn't prepared for that.
No. Nobody was prepared for that.
We didn't talk about this. Is not what.
No.
Priya still has to think about telling plans to each other. He's learning. He's learning.
I'm not sure he is. He's learning how to friend.
He's learning how to friend very slowly. Okay. I roll a critical and blinding strike. He flies over the counter and kicks the guy in the head and holds the door open. I kick him gently.
Did somebody?
Yeah, someone is coming out the door. The door was starting to open.
Okay.
It opens out, of course.
Sure.
It's opening out. Okay, you are using blinding strike to attack him.
Yep.
All right, what did you get for initiative? This guy is not surprised because he is coming out because there is a crazy person out there.
Well, then I get 800.
You do beat him. Danus, what are you doing? Would you like to roll initiative? What is your plan, sir?
What the?
Would Danus like to roll surprise?
At this point, yeah, I probably should.
Just kidding.
No, I know what the game plan is, so just kind of wait to bust in. I'll follow behind him, but.
All right, Pryo, you may go. You beat the guard who was prepared for crazy, but not quite such quick crazy.
All right. I attack. I am, again, officially pulling my punch and just doing mental damage, and I'll come out. I get a need 2. That's a critical success.
He pulls backwards. He half kind of dodges out of your attack as you come to punch him. You still clip him quite good on the chin. You said 82 was the damage?
The damage is 199 mental points.
Oof, okay. Okay, you hit him so hard. This guard had like a split mouth that opens up this way. You actually knock him so hard the jaw part that naturally separates and hangs open. He goes flying back into the room.
Oops. I with a 3, I clutch the edge of the door and make sure it doesn't close.
Nice. Okay, good job. Okay, you see before you as the guard falls backwards into the room, you see rows of metal boxes all over the place, and you see 3 other guards, which you saw on the video camera, standing up and heading towards you.
Okay.
All of them have their guns drawn.
Pryo starts to focus on them. I still have a mental attack in this round.
Yeah.
He uses empath and does mental damage to stun them. And I roll 7. That's a critical success.
Would you like me to roll their saves all together or solo?
Is this gonna work? Is there any anti? This is okay. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I don't know if it will work, but it might just have been against transportation or teleporting. Maybe not necessarily against Sonic.
Imagine that picture, though. You jump in there and you look at them, and they all just look at you like, what are you doing? You've made a mistake, and you're like, uh-oh.
However, Pryo is correct. It is against transporting.
Fantastic.
2 of the beings are not strong mentally at all. You quickly enter their minds quite easily. The third being, however, resists you.
Okay, I'll only do 80 mental points to those guys. So
Okay.
Not to hopefully to put them in a coma or kill them.
Both the 2 that you infiltrated, they're very simple minds that were really just thinking about getting off, and one wants to go drink and the other one's going home to sleep and eat some pizza. They both fall backwards and slump on the ground quite hard, but they're knocked out. The final gentleman, however, his mind is much stronger and was able to rebuff you, and he squints his red eyes and looks at you and aims his gun.
Fantastic. I will pop up behind him.
Okay.
And I'll say, you should have went down. And I will I will rattle off, not kill areas, right? But like one in the knee, one in the shoulder, one in the, one in the other shoulder. Like,
okay.
Pop, pop, pop.
He's raised his gun and it seems to be taken back, seems to squint and clutch his head slightly, and then is starting to charge towards Pryo as you come up over with your pistol.
Okay, so one in the knee.
Okay, you shoot him. His knee blasts out. He falls to the ground and screams, and his face contorts. Rah!
Ooh, one in the shoulder.
He drops his gun. Yeah, you shoot him in the shoulder. Ugh! And he squeals.
Yep. How has he dropped? He has dropped his gun?
Yeah, he dropped the gun and he's now lying on the ground, clutching both bleeding parts.
Fantastic. I will go over and I will try and maybe dress his wounds while also stopping him from reaching for a gun and stuff. And
well, that's very kind of you. You actually see him trying to crawl towards something. Pryo, roll detective.
57 critical.
You see a pad up on the wall where he clearly looked for the briefest of seconds and seems to be trying to drag himself over that way.
I would stop him.
Yeah.
When I get the chance, I would.
Okay.
You get the...
Pryo's just kind of blocking your way because he is large and there are quite a few shelves with these boxes everywhere. However, you can split and kind of go around.
I don't see you.
We need to get you a
doorway,
stun weapon. Is what we need to get. Okay. Pryo does walk up to the man.
Oh, if Pryo goes to the guy, I go for the package, and literally I will just grab the package and walk out to the front. Like, I'm gonna leave. We're done here.
Yep, you leave.
Okay, you go through and you quickly locate it. Pryo, you're walking towards the gentleman that's bleeding and dragging himself towards what you imagine is some kind of security panel he's trying to get close to.
I spring up to him with a 66, and with empathy, I get a 32, a critical. I try to make him feel calm and happy.
All right, you meet that mind that is strong, a little less strong now because it's preoccupied by being shot. And you enter through a small hole you found in his mental wall and calm him down. Okay, you see his body start to relax a little bit as the blood flows.
Everything will be all right. And with a 1, I teleport him into the pod room.
Ooh, that is very nice of you.
Put him right in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
That woman was there like that when we were there, so.
Okay, you teleport him away. There's just some blood smears.
And that works? You can teleport out of here? You just can't teleport in? Okay, good. All right. Pryo runs up to Danus, and does he have the correct package?
Yep, he sure does. Also, you're hearing some noises out coming from the alleyway of sirens and robots running. As you left the employee out there, he seems to have called the law enforcement.
I need to open this. Can I open this real quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Is it like some sort of a drive or something like that? It isn't. Like, I'm not looking to see if it's specifically the one with memories on it, but if it's...
Yeah, you pop the crate open, the crystal open, you see the little box in there, you open it up, it's a little tiny kind of thin metal box, and it does have a drive in it, yep.
Okay, fine. As long as it's not some sort of a red herring or something.
Okay, Pryo actually smiles. There we go.
Yeah, I looked behind me to see what he saw.
+1 to both of you.
Oh, I think we've aggravated the authorities.
Okay, you hear they're coming actually in the front door now.
Okay, and with a 5, I go. We disappear.
Yeah, like the hand grab, like.
You're so accustomed to like, go, okay, here we go. You're grabbing, and just as you look up and you say that, Pryo, the door opens. You see the shiny kind of reflection. The bot hasn't even turned really to see you yet. It's just you see it kind of coming through of a guardian bot, and once again you pop away. Where are you going?
Back to Puck.
Okay, you come in. You're back in the house. There seems to be no one there right now.
Oh. Sure you got the right one?
Oh yeah, this is it. Had the name, had the address. Here's the stuff. Puck can maybe confirm that it is what we're looking for. I'm gonna go hop in a pod. So I go down and I go into the pod, so it's in use and somebody else can't pop out. Does that make any sense?
Roll a PR plus your tinkering.
And I got a 91. So
Okay.
It's a success.
You realize that as you're running down, you're thinking about it, and you're thinking now more as in tinkerer mind frame recently, and you think you could actually lock the pod in a loop so it looks like that there's someone in it or being used. You don't actually have to put yourself in.
What? Let's do that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Pryo goes to look to see what he's doing.
Okay, you follow him down.
Down the stairs, kind of looks.
You see he's doing something on the pods. You don't know what.
What, did you get hit?
Oh, no. Me? Come on. No, I'm just making it so he's not going to show up here. Apparently there's an obstruction that leads between worlds. It's really hard to traverse. You get the idea. He's already got a signal to come back to this pod whenever he pods next. So
Pryo's already walking up the stairs. He's not listening.
Well, if you think about it, actually, it's just a little bit of I'm just going to put in some code real quick.
If I had another +1, I'd give it to you.
Well, I will give you a +1.
I made the GM do it. Okay, I go upstairs looking for Puck. Puck,
Okay.
we got it.
Puck's not up there.
Where the hell did the little guy go?
I have a question for you. Did you take Batty this time?
I go, oh yeah, right. Okay.
You suddenly have a very, very angry robot bat squealing at you. He's like napping at your face.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
He goes actually under your clothes. He's now stuck under there.
Okay, you get under there. You just. All right, buddy. It's okay. We got it. We got the memories. We got it. It's okay.
You hear get another squeak. Pissed off squeak.
Okay, I know. All right. Okay, I won't do that anymore. Okay. Okay. All right. I walk back downstairs. It's okay, bud. Okay. Okay. Do I see that Puck's gone outside?
Yeah. Oh, you're back. Did you?
We got it.
Oh, he can smile. Wow. Okay. He just keeps walking. He's walking up one block. That long road that goes up to his large tower, and there's those buildings. He's just walking.
Okay, Pryo follows. Draws in, like, I guess, beside him, or like while he's walking? Or?
Yeah, you can walk beside him, of course.
I want to thank you for your help.
It's okay. As I told you, I help anyone that comes through.
Now, you're not going to get any trouble for hacking into their system, are you?
Well, you know, I'm sure I'll be fine. I laid some code. I did a couple of fire, blah, blah. He starts talking. Like, Danus has recently started talking, but you understand less words now.
Yes, much less.
Back in the day, I used to do coding. Oh, you would have been amazed. You're probably amazed now at what I did. That's nothing. Okay, he hits the end of the houses, kind of where the houses end, and then turns, crosses the street, and comes back. Apparently he's doing his exercises or something.
Okay. You said you fought in a Guardian War?
Yep. Yeah, long time ago. Did you? Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
Do you think one of those memories are yours? It strikes you with that look that he often seems kind of invalid and useless, but there's definitely much more going on behind those eyes. A slyness.
I don't think so.
Then why do you want them so badly? Do you think you can sell them?
I made a promise to a friend.
That friend is a lucky person, then.
Maybe.
Seems you're committed to what you promised.
Pryo shrugs. He doesn't know if that's true. He doesn't know anything about himself. Now we have to take it back to Belize and try to get those memories back in those people's heads.
Oh, well. It's been nice having you. Kay keeps walking.
I was going to ask if maybe, not that I don't trust that Danus could do it, but your technical skill far surpasses his, of course.
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me to leave. Your friend is supposed to, well, not friend, you know what I mean, your opponent is supposed to be coming back. He's got to get his bike.
Is that so?
Well, that was the plan. Remember, I told you.
Do you want him coming back?
You're not killing anyone here. Remember, I explained.
I remember.
I don't care. He just keeps walking.
Well, perhaps you could make a short visit with us to Belize. Help them regain their memories. I promise the trip will be short.
You promise? This little smile plays across his face. I guess I could go, but only quickly. I don't like to eat dinner elsewhere.
Do you want me to stay here and guard your place?
Oh, it's fine. I'll just lock the door.
So, wouldn't have any of that soup left, would you?
Oh, now you want my soup? Sure. Okay, he walks in. Okay, Danus, you've actually got both pods, even though one seemed to be shut down. You did the one and you went to the other pod. You realize that other pod that didn't have the lights on has been disconnected completely from the net. And seems to be, it's been put into like storage almost. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not hooked up.
I can take a logical guess that he won't try and go to Belize because could still not be fixed. He get his memory wiped on the way. So if he can't come here, then hey, cool.
Probably a good plan.
Yep.
Seems good. Seems solid. We'll see. We'll
The
see.
GM said something strangely. This is, yep, with an ellipses at the end. I saw it there. ...
Well, I will get a little bit of food. Not too much, since I have a guess that we're going back to where there's more food. And I will go chat with Anzo. And then just chat. Talk about journeys, maps, things.
You hear him milling about. He seems to be up on the third or maybe fourth. He was quite high up. You hear every so often, that's him moving and doing things.
Great.
Okay, Pryo and Puck come up and join you.
Takes all the cloak and all the gear off. He washes up.
I pull out my pistol. Yep.
Puck doesn't seem to react.
Okay. No, there's just an old saying that I like to go by. The last mile is sometimes the most dangerous because you're just, we did it. We made it, But we're not out of the woods yet. So
does Pryo notice Danus drawing his pistol?
And just kind of looking at it, maybe he's thinking about what happened today. Oh, maybe he's got a worried look. Maybe he's thinking about, I can't believe I shot that clerk. It's not that. Okay.
It's a small room. You absolutely see everything going on.
Yeah. I'm not hiding it.
Pryo with a 93, it's a critical in acting, acts like he doesn't notice and starts eating his soup.
Okay, Puck stirs. He looks at Danus. Your supper's already dead. What are you doing?
Yeah, Danus.
All of a sudden, wait. All of a sudden you're worried. Nobody dies here.
Yeah,
What's up, Puck?
Okay, Puck looks at you, Pryo. Did he get hurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
He sits back down, starts eating.
Yeah. Then I'll go into the story with, one hand eating like soup or something and the other hand kind of, in my lap or whatever. And I'll say, unfortunately, we had to shoot an armed, but a civilian in the back.
Oh.
Yeah. Not my favorite.
Well, as you can imagine, I don't like the idea of death anyways. That's why I turned on all the sentinels. That's why no one can be killed here.
You sure they're still running?
I check every day.
It's like, let's not check now. As I look at, like, what is he about to do? Mr. Gaia is ending.
What are you about to do? You realize Pryo doesn't know anything about you. We now have all the memories, and now you pull your pistol out? For all he knows, you could work for Serafina Lee, and you could be trying to get these memories. That's why you were working Pryo the whole time, for all he knows.
Didn't think about that. This is now a real weird situation that I'm going to think. Yeah, this is a real weird. This is real weird. He disabled the pod. Oh, now nobody can revive,
Yes, and for all I know, you're going to tinker to turn off the sentinels, whatever the hell those are.
Didn't plan. Okay, anyway, so it's a real tense soup eating.
Okay, the three of you sit there. Every so often you hear Anzo screwing around up in the structure.
Okay, Pryo looks up and says, why do you have your pistol out?
We're right there. We've almost saved the day and gotten people's memories back. I'm just worried. For no reason. We're probably completely fine, but that's what worries me.
Can I roll CE to try to see if I can tell if he's lying?
Absolutely, yeah.
Please succeed. Please get a critical success.
Well, Pryo knows people pretty well. His cognitive empathy is 320.
Just don't fail, and I'm happy.
And you add detective, that's 80 points, so I have to roll under 400.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
86. That is a critical success.
You sound pretty legit.
There's a bit of a twitchy nature to him, and so you can see he's got this edge to him. He keeps kind of looking around, but there's no reason to believe. You see the genuineness on his face when he speaks. Danus, you hear your father talking in the back of your mind about always being prepared, always be ready for whatever comes out of you. Be the best, be the good. You can see him kind of wince with some kind of forward as his eyes glaze a bit like he's thinking.
You always been so twitchy?
Always? No, but sooner or later, one day you're doing your job or eating soup and somebody's coming into your back room or into your lounge here, right? And they're knocking you out and you're getting a bullet hole. Like, it's just better not to be on the other end.
Okay, Pryo's not sure what to make of this.
Okay, suddenly you hear someone falling down the stairs behind you. Oh, guys!
Pryo stands up with his knives drawn.
Yeah, it's super tense, and he just falls. We all just turn like.
Puck doesn't. He just picks his bull up, goes washes it, and just like,
Shit.
guys.
Oh, you put that gun away. You stop falling downstairs.
I didn't. Okay.
All right. I'll put it away and I'll say, let's just get out of here quick. Let's just do what
Puck,
we can.
if you would be so kind, can you please just check one more time to make sure your sentinels are working? Whatever that means, I don't even know.
Okay. Do you want me to show you? Do you want to learn how to program?
Oh my gosh.
Danus follows.
This sounds like torture to Pryo. Like,
Anzo seems to reflect your face as he moves to the side. He also is worried about getting shot or something. Stabbed. Puck shows you the sentinels that powered in the area, but you do see that, yes, indeed, that any violence has a algorithm there to recycle the individual that commits any violence back to a pod.
Although I don't understand any of that code talk, I did want to go see what physically this was he's talking about.
It's mostly code. You hear them talking back and forth as Danus asks some questions to understand tinkering a little more. Okay, you got recycle, terminate, intended violence. You got all that.
Can I get a copy of this so I can test it on maybe a couple other, Yeah, if we can just get
Package I wrote a long time ago. Kay starts looking. He eventually finds a pad and gives it to you.
I'd love to see it. Yeah.
He gives you a pad, and it's a treatise by Puck on the importance of the Sentinels and how to, when you find one that's not working, how to work on it and try to restore it.
So the Sentinels are, in this case, like satellites that float high in the horizon? Mm-hmm. Okay. Priya goes, interesting.
You might see them in different lands. They don't always work, though.
He feels like he has some tactical knowledge of what this is now.
Back in the day when Gaia was in her golden blessing, of course, nobody could do any violence.
Really?
Can you imagine how fabulous that was? Okay. Again, he doesn't look old, but he's definitely an old spirit the way he acts. You see him kind of drift off, obviously, in some sort of reminiscing or nostalgia of some sort.
I'll just hold on to the information that was given, just to read at a later time.
Yep, you now have, it's the Book of the Sentinel by Puck.
Ooh.
Okay.
Speaking
but I have
of
to read
which-
it first.
Okay. Priya says, well, gentlemen, if it's not too much of an ask, maybe we can get these memories back to the people in Belize.
Let's do it. Enzo!
Sure did we want to go now. Do you have all your stuff?
We'll be back before dinner.
Okay.
Priya nods.
All right, then. Everybody stand close. Okay. He touches his hand, and you see suddenly a weird hologram kind of go over his hand. He touches some stuff. He goes, Belize, how about just, their gravity's broken. That's interesting. Okay. Suddenly you feel yourself, your molecules pulling apart. And then you feel weightless as you come to consciousness, and you're standing outside the Belize Prior Temple. Oh, jeez, wow, okay, yeah, gravity, we should work on that. Yeah, he grabs Puck goes to grab those tethers, those long tether cables. Suddenly, Enzo was not prepared, and he's floating away. Someone can roll to grab him. Woo!
Okay, I rolled critical.
Okay, you grab him and grab onto the cable.
Okay. Say, we're going to need a tether here.
Oh, that's really, I didn't realize it was so bad, boy. I hate when the system K presses something, that hologram kind of goes away again.
Before you fix the gravity, you should let them know they have many spheres suspended in the ether.
Oh, yeah. You might not want to fix the gravity.
I see what you're saying. Oh, this is an interesting problem. Kay starts walking, holding on, like hand over fist, going down the tether cable, because you don't actually have any clips right now. But you're fairly close to the front door, of course, the big sphere of the Belize Temple. You recognize it's quite misty and cool. You recognize that is night in Belize.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll say, all right, I will take Puck to the room. We'll start getting it fixed. You explain what's going on, and then hopefully get some people to help corral the afflicted folks into the pods. Sound good? Enzo.
Yep. He's clinging on to Pryo. Yep.
Yep. Get me some food. Meet me in the pod room.
Okay. Forward.
Priya's like, back to the glower.
Oh. He smiled. I'm sorry. Okay, he goes and grabs the thing. Starts helping it walking.
Okay, sorry, what's the plan? We're not going to go talk to Iris first?
Well, I was saying that you do it.
Oh, okay.
Talk to the...
Pryo, you're
split
impressed.
The party.
You're impressed with some efficiency as to doing stuff.
He is. Priya's kind of like, all right. I go to find Iris.
Okay, you head into the temple. As soon as you come in, if the crystals give you normal gravity, the warmth of the priory makes you feel comfortable. It's almost becoming home, given this is the place you've come more frequently than anywhere else in your memory.
This third time here, right? This is home.
Yeah. You walk in. The soft glowing crystal in that fireplace heating areas is crackling. You see the priory seems to be empty.
Okay, do I see any bells, any doorbells? Do I see any other priors? I think this constitutes enough of an emergency to wake everybody up.
You don't see anyone. There is, however, a pad just off in that antechamber or the front hall. When you come in, there is a pad, and you see some names listed on it.
Okay, he's like,
In a moment, you hear a voice. Yes.
Prior Iris, I'm sorry, it's Pryo Rex. I have something important to tell you.
I'll be right out. Okay, you walk in. Anzo's walking in. He says, I'm supposed to get some food. I'm going to go look for their food place. Okay, walks.
I go over that way.
Goes, on it. Okay. This little brown furry weirdness. Well, nothing strange in Gaia, but he's got a strange form as he walks. After a few moments, not very long, you see Iris actually coming out from the back. You see her translucent skin. She comes up. She goes, I did not expect you here quite what is up?
Prior, I believe we found the memories.
Okay, she has that thin little slit of a mouth, and it kind of pulls back, which you read as maybe a smile. She goes,
I've brought a talented tinkerer, and they're being installed back in your pods, and they're being repaired as we speak.
Pryo, I'm very glad. This is going to be a great day. Let me wake the other priors, and You're sure that it will work?
I'm no tinkerer myself, but the man I've brought seems to be quite adept.
From Aclaris?
Just outside of it.
I see. All right. Okay, she turns and heads off to the back. You hear her rousing people. And then after some time, you're accompanied by quite a few priors. And Anzo, who's got a bowl, maybe of religious significance, because it's got symbols on it, filled with some smushy ambrosia salad and a bunch of spoons shoved all in. It's pointy little teeth, smile. Hello. Okay, Iris in practiced kind fashion. Her eyes fall briefly on the bowl, but she smiles. Let us make our way, then.
Okay, Pryo just kind of...
Meanwhile, back in the pod room.
If you put that wire back in, okay, so that's... All right, okay, I wouldn't have done that. Okay.
Well, that's the thing, is that most people don't. Yep. Now this crystal, if you do it this way, now here, we're gonna... Okay, roll tinkering.
Oh, okay, sure. It is 120, and I got a 24, so that is a success.
Okay, you actually catch on quite quickly and understand what he's doing and are able to help. You are impressed, actually, with how adept Puck is at doing things and how quickly he moves, given his slowness in nature generally. Goes and then this and that.
What I would want to do is on the next one, the other pod room, because we have to go fix it, right? Mm-hmm. I would ask him, I would do it, and then just have him over my shoulder, trying to mimic exactly what happened. So it's really learning, listening, and then hands-on to really get it.
Nice. Good thinking. +2. All right. You're working on this. You finish up this pod room just as the prior is coming in with a bunch of, you see Christophia. They're leading the catatonic people. And they're in a catatonic low state. Pryo, you're there. You're on the other side of Christophia.
Okay.
All right, now the issue here is... Listen, Danus, now the issue here is we're not sure what memories are which, so we're going to put them all in your in your storage here. Now,
Okay.
hello. Kay kind of gives the priors a funny look. You both kind of catch it. Anyways, so these memories are going to stay here. Now, there's more memories than there are people. Clearly, I don't know where the rest of them go, so we're just going to leave them in the system.
Hold on a second. So there's more memories than the people here.
Yes, clearly.
Can you tell whose memories belong with which people?
How many more?
They were
You're good,
stealing.
you're good.
They were stealing a lot of memories, so it stands to reason that actually we got their whole cache.
Yep.
And so, okay, well, just hopefully we can figure out whose memories belong to whom.
You have 30 memories in total.
Okay.
I
So,
start this. I'm sweating.
okay. So
However-
Pryo goes. Don't. Okay, he goes over to Puck. He goes. So, can you get the right memories into the right people?
This is the first time you've seems to have insulted him. He goes, right, what? Of course I can. Haven't you been listening when you put this is their pattern. You just put it in and match it up. Gaia knows what's going on. They see, look, and he shows you code. It's just a bunch of gibberish on the screen. Just nod, fighter boy, nod. Okay?
Okay. Pryo goes. And, are my memories in there?
Oh, I don't know what your pattern is. Let's get everybody in their body. We'll pop you in a pod and see who we are. Unless you want to go with everyone, but it strikes me like you're a bit of a private guy.
Let's do everyone else first.
So
All right.
As everybody's getting into the pods, can I whisper in Puck's ear real quick and say, if somebody had, and I explain, if somebody had a memory that's not theirs, like if they had somebody else's personality or memory put in them, would Gaia automatically correct that?
Oh, yes. I mean, unless you wrote a code to do it. Like you attached it to the memory and put it in.
I stopped sweating.
We can figure. We just look. I mean, I'm on it here. Okay, he's looking on his little screen. 4. No, I don't see anything like that. That's good thinking, though. That is something a criminal might do. I'm pretty sure these memories were just going to be offered for sale.
That's what we were told.
Yeah. Okay, everybody in the pods. Everyone in the pods, hurry up, priors. Okay. Okay, they get them all in.
I'll head to the other pod room and start tinkering.
You head off. You go off by yourself.
Yeah, I'll wait for Puck to catch up. I'll explain kind of where it is. Down here to the left, there, that's the one. Okay.
You head off and you're going to fix it. Puck is pretty sure once everyone, he goes, now you're going to get everyone in here and just press this button. Got it? Pryo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Press this button.
Okay.
Don't do anything else. Don't type this keyboard thing.
This button right here.
Kay looks at you. He kind of smiles like he's making a big joke. Roll CE.
I get a critical success?
You think he might be kind of making fun of you a bit.
Okay, as long as he's not punking me and I press that button and like whipped cream falls on my head, not teleported from Gaia or something.
You've been slimed. Nope. The priors get everybody in. Puck heads off to the other pod room. You press the button, and it does seem to match everyone's memories up to all the correct beings. It's going to take some time for some people to come up. About 2 hours just to reconstitute. The bodies are already there, so it's not as long as bringing someone completely back physically. Which gives you lots of time, Danus, to tinker. You attempt to do it. Puck guides you. You get them all together. You can add +3 to your tinkering skill from working with Puck so closely.
Oh, okay, permanent.
Yep.
Permanent.
Yep. You're working with a good teacher.
Pryo reluctantly disrobes most of his stuff and looks at the pod and goes, and he's not sure he wants to go in it, but he reluctantly gets in and then closes the lid and wonders if he'll get his memories back.
You head to the other pod room where there's no one, where they had been fixing things, and you're just there with Puck and Danus. You get in. You're only in for a short period of time. While you're in there, you have strange visions and mumble kind of jumbled of stuff. You smell a sweet fragrance on the wind. You feel again breeze against you. There's petals, pink petals floating past you. You feel warm arms embrace you. You get a wisp of kind of red fabric. Then suddenly you hear the noise of a mechanical device opening. And steam comes out. You sit up, you see Danus and Puck standing there. Puck looks a little upset. Danus, you're aware that there was no memories there for Pryo. I'm sorry. You're not in these drives.
That's quite all right, Puck. Thank you for your efforts.
I could write you some new memories if you want. I'm pretty good at it.
That's okay.
You could be the hero of Gaia.
Pryo dad's sad internally. Okay. He takes his stuff.
Okay.
Goes off to some corner or something by himself.
Sure. You dress up. There's quite a bit of, even though it's the middle of the night, there's quite a bit of commotion going on in Belize with the news of the pod rooms being repaired and fixed and memories coming back.
Pryo goes to visit Christophia.
You see she's actually sitting, there's a space you were not aware of when you were here, but you're told to, once you find her, in the very, very center where all the spheres kind of exist. In the center, there's a little patch of regular gravity there, and there's actually a little garden growing. It still has some girders around it in case something fails. And she's sitting there she's just sitting, looking at the flowers and such.
Okay, Pryo approaches.
She looks up, she goes, "Oh, it's you. I've been told that you and your friend are my heroes."
I don't know that. Are you feeling all right?
I feel fine. I do have the memory of that, but I've been told it was a bit worrying.
Don't worry. Those bandits have been brought to justice.
I see. Well, I have to admit I shouldn't feel that way, but it's a bit pleasing.
And we found your box.
Oh, good.
Your keepsake. We brought it back.
Did you give it to Iris?
Yes, we did.
Oh, good. See, now she'll know that I'm great. See, it all works out fine. It was nothing. She smiles at you with a rather innocent face.
All right, Pryo's amazed at how quickly she emotionally bounces back.
You're like, apparently you don't need to be tortured for constant eternity.
And quite impressed, actually.
Now, I promised you would both get to have her great ambrosia salad, and maybe you'll stay for one of the sermons. Blessings of Gaia.
Maybe we will. I'll have to check with my team.
She smiles. Well, then come with me. We'll go get salad at the very least. She puts her arm in your arm without waiting and walks down.
Lead the way.
You are just coming out of the pod room, Danus, the second one, which is not too far from this, and you hear her voice echoing long before she's there.
I let out a sigh, like a happiness and then a squint. like what we did was right, but why does it not feel perfect? Anyway, I would probably go find Anzo and over dinner.
No, okay.
Talk about what he wants, or they want out of their journey with us. Just make sure they're going to be a complacent team member.
Okay.
As I induct them into the group. And just smile, laugh with everybody else, and celebrate.
Fabulous. Even you, Pryo, over the great meal that takes place, and Christophia's droning on a bit about the blessings of Gaia until Iris lays a single hand on her shoulder without even looking, and it seems to quiet her a bit. And then she says, "So how's everybody else?" And you enjoy a fabulous meal in the warmth of the Pryor Temple.
After everyone's done eating and they're still doing some merriment, Pryo goes off and looks out like a window or off a balcony or something. He puts his leg up on like the stoop and he's kind of looking out in the darkness.
You look out one of the round windows. As the sky starts to lighten, you see those failing pixels.
I assume once everything was done and said for dinner, I would go find Pryo to be like, we got to get Puck back. Hey!
Okay, Pryo kind of nods to Dennis as he comes up. Mm-hmm. And Pryo keeps looking out at the outside, the scenery.
Yeah, Puck's probably going to kill us if we don't go soon.
Yeah, I noticed he doesn't like the Pryors very much.
Recluse, right?
Mm. Well, Shooter, we got a bunch of memories back. None of them were mine.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right. We'll find him somewhere.
I kind of look at him and say, you probably have quite a few of them. Somewhere in there.
Are you saying I look old?
I'll smile.
All right, let's get Puck back. He walks back towards the light.
It's a dark, dingy hotel room. Sandeep's sitting at a table. Looks like it's had a broken leg before. He's just finished shoving the last greasy morsel in his mouth. He's surrounded by 8 bottles of alcohol. He knocks the last one back and suddenly tilts his head slightly to the side as the shadow moves behind him.
Pryo draws a kukri. Miss me.